what we do here is we have these beds permanently made. So we will not disturb them. We will not till them at all. So these are permanent beds. There's jute clothes are added here so that the weeds won't grow from in between. So we can walk there even if it's slippery, everything. And this bed is permanently used. So to reduce the weed pressure, what we do is we plant something like coriander there, coriander or some methi, fenugreek. So we will plant everywhere, and then we take our main crops over it. But apart from that, when we harvest our initial crop, we will not pull it out of the land. What we'll do is we'll cut it from the stem. So let's see this. So this is not my crop which I've sown this year. Okay. So this is a residue of the last year crop. So when I cut it, as I didn't spray any weedicide on that, it regrew. So this is not my crop. My crop is different. You know? So these are so everywhere you will see there are residues of old crops, and as Kaka will also explain that the denser the organic material you have, it has more nutrients, right? So the roots actually carry the weight of entire plant. So roots, then stems, then branches, then leaves. It goes in that way. So if you leave the roots in the soil, those will be decomposed by termites and other funguses, and eventually become organic matter for your soil. So
but the beans, like when you cut them and you leave the roots, they will grow back?
They will grow back.
That's so good to know.
So every time whenever you plant beans, don't cut them from the top. Rather cut them from little bit and dig a little bit and then cut them and then bury them. So if you bury them, they won't grow. But if you keep something on the top, like a small shoot also, it will regrow. But for most of the crops, if you cut it in the stem, it won't regrow. So you can just decompose the roots in the ground, and everything is taken care of.
Yeah, that's what we do. So like I wrote my bachelor thesis, like I studied nutrition and health before.
Okay.
Now I went into farming, and I wrote my bachelor thesis about connection between like soil health and human health. The Bionutrient Association in the US, I think, is doing a lot of work to that. Like the soil food web and stuff. That's what I heard. I was like, ooh, nice. And like, but irrigation, you do drip irrigation.
It's drip irrigation, yeah. So we want to reduce the irrigation now because it's summer approaching, right? So from February we will have a lot of heat and a scarcity of water. So we are doing something on the other hand. I'll show you later. That will save our water. I had no agriculture background at all. So even my ancestors didn't. I mean, I don't know how many generations back they were farming. So I have zero agriculture background. So when I started thought of doing getting into farming, I studied 16 models, and then I studied 16 models and developed few crop patterns at my house. In that study, I found one Korean farmer named as Young Sung Cho. So he has a method called Jadam, and he's doing it since probably 30-40 years now. And that method is I use JADAM, okay, JADAM. And that method doesn't, I mean, most of the Indian methods which everybody adopts here, you need to have cow urine and cow dung. So for a farmer like me, I cannot have enough food for the cows, right? I have a cow stable there, but I don't have cows yet. So then I loved that method and I started adopting it, and it gave me a lot of results. So you should go through that, Jadam. He even creates some USDA approved pesticides which you can use for inorganic farming.
Okay, nice. Okay?
So see, on every bamboo we have one vine. So that is Kipimba. Okay, and you will see this is bottle gourd. So you should see my harvest of bottle gourd. It's quite a good fruiting, good size as well.
Whoa.
It is right now 25 inches. So my variety is small variety. It won't grow large because I have nuclear families as my customers. They can't consume a 1 kg bottle gourd. So they need something in between. Maximum is 500 grams. Okay, that's why my variety I've chosen it to be smaller one. But some bottle gourds can grow up to here. I mean 2.5 feet to 3 feet.
But do you find taste to be more intensive when it's smaller? To be more tastier?
Yeah, the taste will differ, but these varieties are bred to be small all the time. नमस्कार मित्रांनो, आमच्याकडे आज जर्मनीहून एक गेस्ट आलेले आहेत, लॉरा, आणि त्यांच्याबरोबर जोशी काका देवगावहून त्यांना घेऊन आलेत. तर आपण त्यांच्याशी 2 शब्द बोलूया. त्यांनी आज पूर्ण शेत पाहिलं आणि त्यांचा काय फीडबॅक आहे हे आपण त्यांच्याकडून जाणून घेऊया.
Hallo, it was very interesting to see AllGanic Farm because there's so many different varieties. Especially for me from Germany, it's very interesting to see all the different crops and the fact that they do it all without like any toxins and all like nature based is very interesting. I learned a lot.
Yeah, thank you. And Kaka, तुम्ही?
मी दीपक जोशी, पैठण तालुक्यातील शेतकरी आहे. मी आज मुक्तक जोशी यांच्या गिरनेरा तांड्यावरील त्यांच्या भाजीपाल्याच्या फार्मला आज भेट दिली. मी सुद्धा त्यांच्यासारखाच वेना नांगरणी तंत्रज्ञानाचा वापर करतो, परंतु मी याच्यात कोरडवाहूच्या पिकात करतो. पण आज मी इथे म्हणजे आपल्या औरंगाबाद परिसरात हा प्रयोग पहिल्यांदाच बघतोय. कारण मी एक फिरस्ता शेतकरी आहे, अनेक ठिकाणी फिरतो. पण ह्या पद्धतीने जर मॅनेजमेंट जर केलं तर शून्य मशागतीत आणि शून्य रासायनिक खताच्या वापरात पीक येऊ शकतं, हे यांच्या फार्मवर हे सिद्ध झालेलं आहे. हे मी प्रत्यक्ष माझ्या डोळ्यांनी पाहतोय.
ओके, धन्यवाद काका.
धन्यवाद.